Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. Hope you're doing well. And my question here is, what I'm wondering is, what's with all these short albums? What's with all these short-ass albums? Pusha T Daytona, new Kanye record over here, just 7 tracks, 20 minutes or so. New collaborative record with Kid Cudi coming out, which is slated to be a pretty short record as well. I was actually just enjoying a new, very short album recently from one Tierra Whack. New short record should probably be coming out from my dude Tony Molina. Not that I think it's the prevailing trend right now, because obviously people are coming out with albums all over the internet of varying sizes. But you know, when somebody like Kanye West, when a label, a brand like Good Music starts to exhibit some kind of pattern, the industry takes a notice, and typically you see other people kind of following suit in that. I would say also another example of that is Trent Reznor, who all of his recent releases have been on the shorter side of things, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. He even had a recent discussion, or I guess made a recent statement where he was talking about how his new project, even though it's on the shorter side, he's making sure it's labeled as an album, not an EP, because EPs and singles tend to get buried more on music streaming services while albums get higher priority. So label these shorter releases albums so that they get more visibility and more attention. Now, as far as the potential for this new trend of shorter albums, I don't mind the idea. I don't think it's a bad way to go. It's certainly more preferable, in my opinion, than this recent spat of records that we've been seeing that essentially, in my opinion, are just stream trolling, artists just packing out their records with tons of just needless, awful, redundant, just filler tracks just to get another stream, another stream, another stream, another stream on a record so that they make more money at the end of it. However, I feel like that's not necessarily the best way to make money off of an album if you can come out with a record that people actually want to listen to again and again and again and again and again. And if Kanye or Pusha T or really anybody can come out with a quality project that is, hey, it's 7 tracks long, but people are going to play it 12, 13, 14, 15 times, certainly you're going to make more money off of that than maybe a 19-track record that people maybe only listen to all the way through twice. And really, at the end of the day, even though you may be getting more streams off a record with more tracks, it's really about the amount of time that people have to stream that album. If your record is 19 tracks, but it's an hour and a half long, most people don't have an hour and a half of time to sit down and listen to an entire fucking album. You know what I mean? Like, if they're going to be listening to your record, they're just going to be listening to it in chunks, or listening to their favorite 2 or 3 tracks, or the best 2 or 3 tracks over and over and over and over. And that's where you're going to see a lot of your revenue. That's where you're going to see a lot of people flocking to your music, those highlights, those hits. So just drop a project with the best songs, condense it down to the best tracks, and you could see more success going forward with that project. Now, again, the short album thing, I don't necessarily mind it. I think it could be a good wave. I think the only way that it could sort of be a lackluster trend, if in fact it ends up being a trend, is if we basically cut songs so short that we're losing any and all semblance of song structure and songwriting and so on and so forth. Minimalism is not necessarily a bad thing, but at the end of the day, what truly matters is if the songs are good. If we're only getting 7 tracks, but those tracks back to back are just fire, start to finish, even though it might be hard to kind of get together some kind of grand statement on an album overall in that short span of time, certainly that's more enjoyable than 7 great tracks and 8 other songs mixed in along with it that are just kind of throwaways. So I don't know, short albums could be a thing maybe that could be good. But over here next to my head is another video that you can check out. Hit that up, or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano. Short records forever.